Hello and welcome everybody. I am Constellation Gaming and this is Decklist December, where I will be going through every single day inside of December and providing a deck list, whether it's something fun or more geared towards the competitive end, whichever. Might take a look at somebody else's deck online. But today we're going to be doing our own little fun creation, and it's just bugs. Uh, I was kind of inspired yesterday when I got my Shattered Stars packs and there's technically a bug deck that can now be made, so I figured I'd make it. I thought it would be a fun little thing to do. So, first off, gotta start off with the best Lustral in the game, goes in every deck at 3 of Ass Rabbit. No real reason to go over this. uh, Look at the top 3, pick the best one, shuffle your deck. Best card in the game. Simple. Now, uh, it's not technically tournament legal yet, but it will be on the 1st. We have Ardbud. This is what enables you to actually run an insect deck. Ardbud says you can disenchant any spirit from a bug card in order to special ascend this Ardbud into Ardvarum, which I actually don't have, and nor am I running in this deck. The real reason why this Ardbud is played, it's kind of like just a different Remagem in this deck. Because when it receives one or more Earth Spirits, you can search your deck for a bug Alestral and add that to your hand. Or for a one Spirit bug Alestral, specifically. So, as you can tell, uh, these are kind of the two consistency pieces in the deck, just to make sure that you get all your pieces that you need, because the bugs kind of combo off of having multiple of each other, kind of how normal bugs would do. Uh, So sometimes you just they're not that big most of the time, at least until they ascend. Mm. So it's just kind of pretty impactful to have your consistency pieces, so that way you're not nearly as slow to ascend. Next is 3 copies of Cyanectar. Cyanectar here, it's a bug which is searchable by Aardvarm. I think pretty much everything that we'll be playing for the rest of the deck is a bug that's searchable. Or by Ardbud, not Aardvarm. Anyways, when a player casts Poison Tipped Arrow, Poison Nectar, or Poison Tunic, you can special ascend the Cyanectar to Waspivy from your hand or your deck. Now that includes your opponents casting it or anything, so Cyanectar actually kind of shuts down opposing PTAs unless they want you to ascend into this Waspivy, this big 8-1 body here. And Waspivy says when it's destroyed in battle, an opponent must expend 3. So just by destroying this, they're burning themselves for 3. And then this Waspivy is unaffected by an opponent's counter rune if ascended from Cyanectar. So there's just, if you ascend from the Cyanectar by casting Poison Tipped Arrow or a Poison Tunic to protect it, and then ascend over into the Waspivy, there's not too much that they can do. Obviously, they have like Cryoblast and Eddy and stuff like that. But even if they do manage to kill Waspivy, they're still taking 3 for it. So like you can still get a good amount of damage in with Waspivy before they can even kill it and then take the 3. So next, because the issue with running Rhinymph and Rhinosect was the fact that you could never find Rhinosect. However, with Ardbud, you don't have to find it. You can search it. So now we're running a Rhinosect package with the bugs. We've got 2 Rhinymph here. It's a 1/5. You can expend a Frost in order to move Rhinymph into your Rune row and empower an Celestial, suppressing it and giving it -2 defense. The main reason why you do that, you really don't care about the -2 defense and all that. You just want to have Rhinosect online. And Rhinosect is online when you have a Lestral that was originally, or artifact that was originally an Celestial in your rune row, which is a weird specification, but Rhinem fits that. So do cards like Arrowmare and stuff like that, but we're not running any of that. Because we do have the consistency with Ardbud to just be able to search out our second Rhino Sector or Rhinymph, whichever piece of this two that we need. Um, and then when you can target and special, or wow, I can't speak. You can target and destroy an empowered Alestral. So just whichever Alestral you empower with Rhinymph, you can pretty much destroy it at the end of the turn if you feel like, well, anytime in the turn. If you have two Rhinosects, you can special cast both of them off of the same Rhinymph, which is really good. So if you're about to cast Rhinymph, and you know you have the one Rhinosect in hand, you could always grab a second one just to double pop off, and there's not much they can do about two 8/5s, especially because you're going to misenchant one anyways. You want one for the ability, and you want one misenchanted with water. Uh, yeah. Next search or next card is two Viscerous because we can only play two. And also Ardbud is searching it, so Ardbud is kind of a pseudo third Viscerous, but not really. Uh, but yeah, Viscerous is also an insect. Gets +1 attack for each Viscerous on the board. When it destroys an Alestral, summon another Viscerous, so you're summoning your own Viscerous out with it. It's pretty good. Really good considering the fact that it had to be limited to two. Uh, then we're playing one Lavalith, just because we do have a lot of smaller guys on the front end. Like, until we get to our big guys in our Viscerous and our Rhinosect and our Waspivies, we don't really have anything to attack, deal damage. We're probably going to end up behind Spirits. So Lavalith is an easy cast out because just how small our bodies are, and if we can't protect them, we are going to end up behind on Spirits on the board easily. Next, just because we have no rune destruction and we can play it in the colors that were granted, Equal Links. Uh, Nexus up to 2 Earth when you do destroy a rune. Really good, especially, again, like with the Rhinosex out or something like that, you can just make sure they can't get shielded back to hand or something of that nature. Also compare with Ardbud pretty well, considering Ardbud says whenever he receives an Earth Spirit, not when he's normal cast. So Equal Links could Nexus to the Ardbud, destroy a rune, and also search for an insect in the same chain, like in the same process. Then we have, where to go? We have ourselves a small little Argo package here. Mainly due to the fact that we're playing the Cyanectar Waspivy package. Uh, so, 2 Argo. The main reason is because, like I said, the Cyanectar Waspivy package, and we are running two two poison tunics to go with it, so that way they can attack into ours, give themselves -2 attack, possibly kill themselves, and we can ascend over into a Waspivy. So in this deck more than others, it's pretty good. Normally I would like Argo as a side card, but I just decided to put it in the main as in this one due to the fact, again, that Cyanectar can trigger easily on your opponent's turn off of Poison Tunic. And one Scythe of Demeter, because we do have smaller defense bodies sometimes, and we can run through a decent amount of Earth in this deck. So having the Scythe of Demeter as not only a combat trick that could kill something, but also just a way to buff defense in case we need to just sit on something for a little bit. It's pretty decent, and that's why I'm not running the necklace over the Scythe, just because I prefer the little bit of defense and not burning yourself. Next we have one Demeter, because that's all we can run. Demeter just serves as a Nexus bank for Equalings, and also we do have the smaller guys, as I've said before, so Equaling or Demeter allowing them to be buffed up to possibly 5 and get over something could be pretty impactful. And we've got one Earthquake. Uh, just Earthquake is Earthquake. It's instant removal. That uh can't be really interacted with, and we're naturally in these colors anyway, so we have to give up literally nothing to play it. Laurels, because like I said before, with the Lavalith, there's a pretty good chance with our small guys we're going to end up behind on spirits a little bit, so Laurels gives us the ability to come back prior to playing our combo guys. Next, we'll move on to counter runes. Uh, 3 Gorgon's Gaze, because Gorgons is simply the best counter rune in the entire game. Just says no to literally everything. 3 Poison Tipped Arrow serves not only as removal, but as an ascension piece for Cyanectar, because if you cast Poison Tipped Arrow, you are allowed to ascend into Wasp Ivy, so just play it in every deck anyways, but in this deck it's more potent than even before. Um, Next, got 3 Tsunamis, because I mean, you just want to protect your little guys for a little bit. Sometimes hard ascending over your guys can be the correct answer. Uh, and yeah, just Wasp Ivy, or not Wasp Ivy, jeez. Tsunami is just kind of really good. It's fog from magic, nullifies an entire attack phase if they're not water enchanted. Then to finish off the deck, got 3 Ambrosia. Ambrosia's just the ability to keep playing the game essentially, because your life in this game is your ability to play the game, unlike in other games where it doesn't matter how low you get, you can still do a lot of actions. Uh, that'll do it for the main deck. There is no side deck in this, because I haven't really had too much time, seeing as how yesterday was literally when I got my Shattered Star stuff and got the Ardbud. I haven't really had too much time to mess with this and put a sideboard in, but I thought it would be fun to just put the bugs out real quick and show everybody that there is a new archetype that can be played as of, at least for me today, but when everybody gets their Shattered Stars. So next, we've got 10 Earth for the Spirit deck. That's kind of really all you need. It's just 10. You don't really need more than that. We're not sitting there with a bunch of Demeters and a bunch of Nexusing stuff. We're playing the one guy, and then we're ascending over it and stuff like that. We need 4 we need 4 Frost Spirits at minimum to be able to do the Rhinosect Rhinymph little thing where you expend 1, send it to the rune row, and then cast out Rhinosect. So you need a minimum of 4 to be able to do so. And so that's why we're running 4 Frost Spirits, because the second one is probably going to be misenchanted anyways. 2 Fire Spirits for the 1 Lavalith. If we feel like we're not going to draw into it, just those are freaking your rune spirits essentially. 2 Leviathan for the misenchanted and also for the tsunamis. And then to finish it out, 2 Zaptor for your rabbits. And that is the entirety of the deck. If you liked, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another deck list. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.